Well, have you ever found yourself somewhere maybe you didn't expect, or somewhere you didn't think you should be? Maybe you were doing something that you didn't think you should be doing, or you expected someone else to do. Wednesday for Passion Week Devo, we find ourselves talking about Jesus being anointed at Bethany, and this is what it says. While he was at Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, as he was reclining at the table, a woman came with an alabaster flask of ointment of pure nard, very costly, and she broke the flask, poured it over his head. There were some who said to themselves indignantly, "Why was this anointment wasted like that? For this anointment could have been sold for more than 300 denarii and given to the poor." And they scolded her. But Jesus said, "Leave her alone. Why do you trouble her? She has done a beautiful thing to me, for you always have the poor with you, and whenever you want, you can go do good for them. But you will not always have me. She has done what she could. She has anointed my body beforehand for burial. And truly, I say to you, wherever the gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will be told in memory of her." Here we have a woman, and other accounts tell us that this is Mary, the sister of Lazarus, and she comes in with an ointment that she's going to anoint Jesus with. Normally this would have been done by the person who's in charge of the house. You would anoint the person of reverence as they come in. And Mary finds herself going with this ointment. It says it's worth the equivalent of a year's wage of a normal worker, or somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 is what this was worth. And it would have been used for a very important purpose. Oftentimes anointment was used as someone came into the house, like I said, or maybe it was even the anointing of a king. Mary probably had one of these in mind as she went and broke the entire flask over the head of Jesus. And his disciples begin to rebuke her, saying that this could have been used for the poor. What Jesus says in return is, no, this is very important, because what she has done is not anointed me as the appointed person of reverence, not anointed me as the king, but she has anointed me for my body as I am about to be buried. Jesus' body would be buried some days later, and it would not be able to be anointed. In fact, we have the account of the women coming to the tomb to anoint his body, and he's already risen. What Mary has done is something that's so important, and what she's given is everything. As we reflect today, leading up to Easter Sunday, I think of Mary with the alabaster flask that would have been preserved for a very special day for a very special person. And she determines that that person is Jesus. He's worth everything. He's worth my everything. Today, as we reflect, ask yourself, what is Jesus worth? And just like Mary, we come with everything that we have, everything of value and importance, giving it to him, saying, Jesus, you are worthy of my everything.